So, I think I saw a UFO last night. Let's talk about it. Get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I'll talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Yeah, I've seen a couple of UFOs before. The first time was blink and you miss it. Driving down the road, I saw this bright object go right into the ground, not far from the road. I mean, just like right into the solid ground. So, it was blink and you miss it. I wish it had been longer. It was clearly, in my mind, not an intentional sighting. If I did see something that time, I wasn't meant to see it. It was like when you are watching one of those war footage documentaries and you can see in one frame when people are firing guns, in one frame you can see the bullet. It was kind of like almost that quick. A little longer than that. I could actually see it move and where it went to. And my eye had time to fix on it. But that was about it. The second time, of course, was my Jesus ayahuasca UFO, which was an amazing sighting. And I have a dedicated video of that. You can watch on my playlist under my the one called My Experiences. The playlist called My Experiences. Really incredible sighting. Those were my two sightings. The first one I'm still not 100% sure on because it was so quick. Which leads me to sighting number 3, I think, which happened last night, 4th of July, watching the fireworks. Went to the local fireworks show in Bryan, Texas, and out at Rellis, if you know where that is, you local guys. And yeah, by the way, drone shows should not replace fireworks. The first half of the show was a drone show. And I'm sorry, guys. I want to see something blow up. It's not the same. It's not the same, guys. But the second half of the show was fireworks. So all good, I guess. But okay, moving on. So we're in the parking lot, my wife and I, having just watched the fireworks. Everybody's trying to get out. The cars are stopped. It's a big parking lot, lots of cars. Nobody's moving. It took about an hour for everybody to get out or to make some progress. So we kind of give up on driving out since nobody's moving. And we just, stand outside of the car and look up at the stars. And I say, hey, let's do some CE5. Let's project our, desire for fellowship and our love at the stars and see if we can get any action. Okay, so we're doing that. And we're doing that for a while, periodically checking the exits to see if anybody's able to actually get out of this parking lot. And meanwhile, nobody was. They were stopped there for a long time. It took a long time for anybody to get out of there. But okay, so I'm about to give up. Seeing a UFO when all of a sudden, right there, not like directly in front of me, like in the center of my vision, but just off to the side, I see this bright light pulse. And I don't know what it was doing before it pulsed, if it was moving or not. But so yeah, it pulses very brightly, drawing my attention to it, like a power up, like when a UFO does a power up, which, we've all seen those videos of the UFOs, the orb-like UFOs or, whatever shape they are, that, will pulse brightly suddenly, and then dim. So that's what it was like. And that's very likely what it was a power up. And it drew my attention to it. And I looked at it and it started to dim almost instantly. And it dimmed down to about the size and brightness of a star. And because it was, much brighter than a star. And I was expecting it just to resolve into a star and for it just to be a star, and some strange atmospheric phenomenon caused a particular star to look like it had pulsed brightly for a moment. But instead of just resolving into a star and just, staying that way, it vanished. It didn't resolve to a star and then stay there. It resolved to a star and then kept on dimming and dimming and dimming until it was completely gone, taking just a few seconds. But it was very clear that it just vanished. It just completely vanished. At first I thought, well, maybe it's a cloud, covering a star, possibly. So I looked for other stars in that area that, could have been covered by clouds. Nothing. So I don't think it was a cloud covering a star. I could see it very clearly when it it just kind of vanished. So I was like, okay, well, that's really interesting, but it happened so quickly. I'm not entirely sure. And I wasn't looking right at it when it started to pulse, and I couldn't see if it was moving or not. So, I asked for clarification and confirmation, and nothing was happening. No other UFOs were going. And, my wife and I get in the car finally, and we're thinking about moving, but I asked one more time for confirmation if indeed that was a legit sighting. And all of a sudden, a single light very quickly goes like that in the sky, a star. It pulsed very quickly and then was gone. Like, again, blink and you miss it, but it was super bright and it was super fast. And, how it pulsed. The first one was a slow pulse that, I guess got brighter gradually. I didn't see the beginning of it, but it definitely dimmed gradually and extinguished. This one just snap your fingers, blink and you miss it. But I was very excited because it was clearly not a star, and I couldn't come up with a mundane explanation for it. Now, the last time at the Jesus Ayahuasca UFO event, after that event, I went home and I went into the backyard and I looked in the sky and I asked for confirmation that I had just seen what I had seen. Like, did I really just see that? Let me know if I really saw that. And I got confirmation. So I went in the backyard when I got home and I asked the sky, I asked the beings to give me confirmation. I didn't get anything. I got bupkis. I got bupkis, guys. So I was like, well, that's kind of disappointing. Maybe it was nothing after all. But then I remembered the second instance was the confirmation. I had asked for confirmation, and that was the confirmation. Now, I'm not 100% on this particular sighting. Both instances were very quick. It wasn't moving. It wasn't doing anything exciting. It wasn't in the center of my vision. It was off to the side. So yeah, in both cases, it was just off to the side. In both cases, it was off to the right. So I'm not 100%. I'm like 80% on this particular sighting. But I wanted to share that with you guys. So let me know what you think about this experience, and if you had your own contact experiences on the 4th of July. And do you think it's possible that looking at fireworks, and drones or whatever in the sky orients your thinking to, fantastic things in the sky so that we're more likely to see stuff, UFOs? Is that possible? Or is it possible that it just gets us looking up? So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed my little story, give me a big thumbs up and let me know what you think. And merch store, channel member, all that kind of stuff. There's plenty of other videos on the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.